We have a lot more men in our audience lately. It must be
really nice to see.
I like it.
So welcome to The View. Hello. I don't know if you know this, but Tennessee Republican Party is selling a bumper sticker for people angry about the mortgage bailout that says, honk if you're paying my mortgage.
Yeah.
It's kind of nasty. You know, I hope they're going to put out also honk if you're putting out for AIG, honk if you're putting out for this one, honk if you're paying Bernie Madoff. Yeah. I mean, I think we should have a whole series.
Honk if you're paying my bonus. You know.
That's another good one. So we can suggest that.
These kinds of stickers can get people start fighting after a while. I never put anything on my car.
Well, did you? I mean, there have been. I've seen so many bumper stickers since the Bush administration took over. You know what I mean? If you look back on all the bumper stickers, anytime you're in a car, you see one. This one is really mild compared to the many that I've seen.
The greatest one for Bush was, will somebody give this guy a so we can impeach him?
What? Are you serious?
That was a
I didn't see that one in my travels. Did you make that one up? Joy.
You know, the only problem that I have with some of these slogans...
You know, there were men here, so I thought I'd go somewhere that they'd enjoy.
But, you know, the problem I have sometimes is the way we talk about the president. You might not respect the president, but I say just respect the office of the president.
Well, I respect the office.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't respect.
Where was the respect for the past 8 years? I don't know. Was I missing out on something? I feel like whether you agree with it or not, yes, I agree with you. But I feel like all of a sudden now it's like not okay to dissent. Now all of a sudden it's not okay if you don't agree with it.
I think it's okay to dissent, and I think people just have to recognize on both sides, you know, that we did it. And we did it a lot. There were a lot of great Bush bumper stickers, you know, that were really funny, and some of them made you go, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You know, so they're going to be there that we like, and some are going to make us laugh, some are going to say, oh, come on, that's a little much.
Some make you think, like this one.
I mean, that when Obama screws up, which is, you know, something that every president will do, then the Democrats will have dissent against that policy.
He's still
you don't have to worry about that.
What am I worried about?
You're saying that dissent is not...
We're saying all of a sudden, well, we should be gentle with our president, respect the office.
30-something days, the guy. And already everybody wants him to solve every problem in the world.
He said he would. Wait a minute. He made a lot of promises.
He made a lot of promises.
It's only been
a lot of garbage to clean up, too.
That's what happens when you make a lot of promises. We're going to hold you to them.
But see, if it was just that, I mean, there are all kinds of issues going on here. The Republicans are mad. They're mad at themselves, and they're mad at what's going on. Okay, so they're striking out in unusual ways for them. I think that the only thing that we can really take a look at, this is just my opinion, so the only thing we can take a look at is to see how it goes. And I think 6 months is enough time to get a good handle on what's going on. I think it's a little early to start kicking his backside now. You know, only
people are angry about the whole mortgage situation. People who feel like 91% of mortgages are paid on time. 91%. And yes, something needs to be done. Right. And something needs to be done. But there are angry people. 5,000 of these sold.
When AIG goes out of business, when Merrill Lynch goes out of business, okay, but we're bailing them out too. So why not be mad at the big guys rather than the poor little guy who bought a house and made a mistake?
This is about the bigger issue. That bumper sticker is about, look what's in the middle of that. Honk. This is a statement about the administration's decision to decide how to handle this whole mortgage situation.
It's supposed to cause a lot of aggravation out there. That's why they did it.
There are a ton of honking laws, too. It's going to end up... Here's the funny thing, though. Can I tell you? There are a lot of honking violation codes.
Yes.
Listen, where you will have to pay $250 if you honk in a non-honk zone. So the money's going to end up going back to the government anyway.
To me, if we're
okay, good.
Okay, all right, we're moving on.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it seems to me, like you said, we're going to have to bail out these big businesses, the banks, anyway. We're not coming out winners there. In the end, I think that we will. The same thing with the mortgage. You know, there are a lot of us that did pay on time.
Do you remember that movie Network?
Yes.
Remember when he says, "Oh, go to your windows, open your windows, lean out and scream, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore." This is what I'm going to suggest. Okay? You honk if you want to, but it might cost you some money. But if you are just fed up at some point, just lean out your window and scream, I'm mad as hell, because that's what's happening to me. I am losing my mind because I don't understand why. Like, one of the things that I saw recently, they have this whole thing about taxing the wealthy. Okay. Now, I don't mind that. I don't mind paying a little more tax because I make a good living.
Sure.
But I don't want to get it coming and going. I don't want to get the federal raised and then the state raised and then the phone tax raised and then the television tax raised and then the city tax. Back off me.
It's too much.
It's a little bit.
Well, it's being adjusted. Yeah.
I just think people are like, everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to do the right thing, you know? But I just think that sometimes all the administrations, whether Democratic or Republican, just forget that there's real people out here trying to keep it together.
Yeah. From what I understand, the tax rate, the federal tax rate for people is going to go back to where it was when Clinton was in office. And we had a surplus at that time. Right. So let's give him a chance to try this.
Surplus, though. We are so far from the surplus.
To a lot of factors,
like
including
away.
The last administration.
It's 20 years of everyone saying, well, we're doing okay, so we can get rid of this. Or we're doing okay, we can get rid of this. This belongs in the laps of both Republicans and Democrats.
You know, here's another thing I'd like to point out. For 8 years, we ran a deficit, okay, for a war, for nonsense, bad things. Now we're running a deficit to build the country, not to tear it down.
We're still at war.
Well, that's not Obama's fault. He voted against that war.
Well, we're going to bring it to Afghanistan. I mean, we're going to put troops in Afghanistan.
So the point is that this money is to help Americans, not to kill and destroy. So
obviously, this is a necessity. Look, this is a necessity because we are in so much trouble that there's obviously, this is a necessary evil, one would call it almost, because there's no, what other options do we have? We are so deep into trouble.
And you get so mad, but it's like it's a necessary evil. We have to do it. Somebody's got to come in with this.
But we can open those windows, damn it. Now, here's something interesting, too. Catholic bishops in Italy are asking churchgoers to give up their African-American berries, known to you as blackberries, texting, Facebooks, iPods, even television for Lent, so they can rediscover the art of communication.
Joy is not going to be able to do that.
I can't.
She has her BlackBerry
I can't, and I
during the show. You won't wait. Wow, you're so rebellious.
No, I won't. I'm not giving it up. No.
She went to Catholic school. This is the opportunity we have to say, we're not listening.
I did not go to Catholic school. I went to communion school, all that stuff, but I didn't go to Catholic school.
What's communion school?
Like, you have to go to catechism. You know, you have to learn.
Yeah.
Who made you? God made you. Remember that?
But it's something good to be said for giving all that up. I mean, we've gotten out of the age of actually talking to a person. I never talk on the phone anymore. I just text.
I know.
I don't even pick up my phone.
But you know what's funny is even one of my girlfriends tried to give up Facebook, and then she went back on. She couldn't do it. And even giving it up, you say, when you're in front of your kids is a really hard thing. You're kind of always checking the messages. Right. I went on a run the other day, and I usually, when I stop to like catch my breath or stop at the light, I'll check my messages on my phone.
You text me while you're running. Everything is misspelled when she texts me. She's like, I'm running. I can't even read.
Like this. But I do. But I made myself go for a run and not. It was so tempting. It was right in my pocket. I said, oh, I just want to see if I got another email.
I can't stop tweeting. Like I was tweeting yesterday. You pick it up. I can't stop saying little things that I'm doing. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I'm crossing the light. I'm crossing the street. I'm going to the bathroom.
No, like yesterday I tweeted. I tweeted on my thing. I said, I'm sitting with RuPaul. I want to be a drag queen, and I sent it out. You know.
Okay. Well, you got the wigs.
I tweeted. It's unbelievable to me that, you know, this is always an issue for me. I don't have an answering machine, so because you have to call me. That's why we never actually get to talk, because y'all don't use the telephone. And I don't use the email. So we're just like, hey, haven't seen you since yesterday. You know? Because I just feel like there's it's the only time that you will have to yourself. You guys take those things in the bathroom with you, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
When I go into John, baby, it's me and what I need to do.
They say that they are so germy that your phone and your BlackBerry and all those devices are so germy because people take them in with them.
But now with the BlackBerries and everything, they make it so that we have a BlackBerry, your emails pop up instantaneously on the BlackBerry. Yeah, so you're always constantly
pick up a phone.
Answered.
Call me on the road.
Yeah.
Call me.
You don't have an answer machine.
But
I stood outside your house one time and I looked up. I was like, Whoopi!
She was yelling outside the house.
You don't have an
I wasn't
answer
home.
machine. I didn't know, but I couldn't find out.
No,
you don't answer
but that's the whole thing. No, I answer the phone from home. If I'm not there, then you have to call me back. You remember the old days? You know, somebody called.
You had to dial the phone?
Yeah.
We don't even know phone numbers.
Yes.
I don't even know how
we knew our phone number.
Yeah.
I don't know my phone number because I don't have to call it.
Right.
The phone does that for you.
But you never did before either. You never had to call your own
I had to call my mother.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But in the old days, you know, someone decided whether you could talk to so-and-so, and your parents had some say over what was going on. Those were the good old damn days. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.